Well, hey everybody, this is Dr. Carmen Bryant, and it's from the Car to the House Chronicles. How you guys doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. You ready? Let's do this. Some of you are asking, but the narcissist sounded so sincere this time. They called me. We're not together. Haven't been together for a while. But they called me, and when they called me, they were inquiring. They were asking questions about certain things, but they also acknowledged the fact that they've hurt me. And they were in detail. They were actually in detail with all the things that they did. I cheated, I lied, I did this right here. I know I handle you this way. You didn't deserve to be treated this way. And they're very, very in detail with the things that they've done. And so in your mind, you're thinking, why would you call me? And then you're in detail with everything that I've been trying to tell you for years. Everything, Dr. C, that I have tried to get through this narcissist skull, they are now apologizing for, and acknowledging that I know what I've done and I knew what I was doing at that particular time. I did a video before where I talked about the fact that a narcissist is very intentional, and a narcissist knows exactly what they're doing. They've gotten to know you enough to know what hurts you, what doesn't hurt you, what you like and what you don't like. For the average person, when you're getting to know someone, you're building rapport, you're building, a relationship, even if it's a friendship, and what to do, what not to do, how far to go, how far not to go. You're getting to know each other. But for a narcissist is never about getting to know you and respecting your boundaries. It is interrogating you. It's getting to know you to know what your weaknesses are, so that if they need to use it to control you or use it to get what they want from you, they know how to do it. They're very intentional. They know exactly what they're doing. There's never an accident. See, we're the ones that normally justify for a narcissist. Well, they've been hurt. They've been abandoned. Their mother or their father was a drug addict. They were raised in foster care. They weren't treated that way. So what do you expect? And then some people even get angry when they know that they're making a mistake, and they're justifying it by saying, but it's better or worse. I said I was going to stick with them. I was going to do this. And then those of you that are getting these calls, you have to remember there has been a narcissistic injury. Something has happened for them to reach out to a main supply of the past. You've been shelved, and they're reaching out to a main supply because you probably were the person that was the encourager. You were the person that made them feel better. You're the person that, as you're talking, you're giving them words to say. They're picking up on things from you. They're waiting for you to say certain things so they can repeat what you say to other people. Now, of course, they're going to tell you all the things that they've done. They were there. They know exactly what they were doing. It was planned. There's nothing that a narcissist doesn't realize that they're doing. And it's like a golden bronze type of love bombing, because they need something from you. I told you guys before, a narcissist is a narcissist is a narcissist, and tigers don't change their stripes. Don't think for a minute that narcissist is calling you and they're sincere about anything that they do. Now, a lot of you get angry because you have not finally, you haven't got to that finality. You haven't got to that point where I'm done. I'm through. I know I read somewhere where someone said, I'm done. And that person made it very clear, I'm done. When you get to that point where you're finally done, it doesn't matter if they call you. It doesn't matter whether they love bomb you. It doesn't matter how many notches they turn up. The one thing you're going to learn how to do is gray rock. So while they're talking, and for some of you, the question becomes, why are you talking to them in the first place? Now, I understand some of you guys can't, go no contact all the way because of the fact that you have kids. So you have to kind of negotiate the conversation. But that conversation shouldn't be a personal conversation, because they'll do anything to try to get your attention. They'll do anything, even to a point where if you were the primary supply at one point in time and you have the children, they'll call you because they need something has happened. Always remember, something has happened. And all of a sudden, they're making confessions to you. Not only are they making confessions, they're making confessions on how they treated everybody else and you. So that's letting you know. If you ever wondered, do they know what they're doing? Absolutely, they know what they're doing, and in detail, and they do it on purpose. You tell them to go left because you told them to go left, they're going to go right. Because of the fact that you told them there's danger up ahead and it's coming from you, they'll make sure that they'll go ahead anyway. If you tell them you are so talented, why don't you be a speaker, or why don't you go into real estate? They'll purposely not do it because you're the one who said it. Now, for some of you, you're thinking, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It doesn't make any sense. If you see a talent in somebody and you want to encourage them, which many of you are encouragers, trying to help you out. I'm trying to show you the programs. But the problem is, it's not coming from them. It's not their idea. It's your idea. And because of the fact it's your idea, I'm not going to go with your idea. I'm going to go with my idea. And some of you, you see them and they're off into different relationships, or you've been away from them for a long time, and now they're doing exactly what it was that you recommended them to do in the first place. And some of you are getting your feelings hurt because you're thinking to yourself, but I was the one who recommended that. I was the one who did that. And then you're hearing stories about, you got to remember, they got to make themselves look the best that they can possibly do, when it comes to being with a new supply. And when they're with this new supply, remember, they're taking your persona. They're taking all your good quality and they're taking your persona and presenting it to the new supply. So that's why, as a new supply, some of you guys with a new supply, or for the new supply, it doesn't make any sense for two people to hate each other when what was presented to you is the old supply. So that means you really fell in love with that old supply first, before they got to mirroring you, before they started watching you and started repeating. Then you started falling in love with yourself. So in actuality, you don't even know who you are yet, because you fell in love with the old supply and you fell in love with yourself right after that. He's a mirror. He's reflecting, or she's reflecting. But the back to the main point. Let me get back to the main point. The main point is, it doesn't matter whether they call you and start confessions. First of all, you're not a priest and you're not a confessional box. And they're telling you, hey, old supply, forgive me, for I have sinned. I have fornicated. I have committed adultery. I have, beaten the kids. I have stolen. I have lied. They always do that, and they know what they're doing. And the thing is that you've always wanted them to confess in the first place. What better time to confess to you when they're trying to get something from you? And what they're trying to get from you is fuel. Sometimes it's not the sexual interactions with you. It's the fuel. It's the confirmation. It's because when they have a narcissistic injury, they're about to fall apart. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're losing it. And you, the person that was connected to them in the past, knew how to make them feel better about themselves. You knew, even if they're not telling you, and a lot of times they're not even telling you the entitled truth. They're not even telling you everything that really happened. They're still lying as they're talking. And if you listen to them, they're throwing lies in with the truth. It's still a lie, or they got to throw little things in there, to try to make you feel bad. Yeah. They're talking about their new husband or their new wife, and and it may have been a car you wanted, or a house, or a dog, or something. Yeah, well, we just got this right here and it cost this amount of money, or we just did this right here. And you're thinking, what was the point of that? You're calling me and you're telling me how awful you are, and you're apologizing, and you're still throwing in those little jabs. They're narcissists. Do you remember the story about, I think it was the scorpion or the snake going across the water, or whatever it was, crocodile, whatever it was, going across the water. And the little frog, I think it was a frog, was like, I'm not going to go across the water with you. You're a snake. You're going to bite me. And the snake's like, don't worry about it. I'm not going to bite you. I'm going to get you to the other side of the water. I'm going to save us. I'm going to go to the other side. And so the frog gets trusting, gets on the back of the snake, or whatever the creature was, gets on the back of the snake. They go across, and all of a sudden in the middle of the water, the snake turns around and bites the frog. And the frog is like, why would you do something like that? Now both of us are going to die. And the snake is I couldn't help myself. It's my nature. A narcissist is a narcissist is a narcissist. They can't help themselves. They're going to bite you in one way or another. They're going to throw something in your face to hurt you if you're trying to confront them, and you're trying to be rational. You're trying to make sure you don't cause narcissistic injuries. You're trying to give them information. They're going to throw something at you. Well, I understand what you're saying, but this is what's going to happen, or this is what's going on, or this. And you're thinking, what was the purpose of that conversation? What was the purpose of you telling me that? And really, it's almost like, well, I can understand you're telling me this, but you did this, and also this right here, and you're this, and you're thinking all I'm telling you to do is put down the toilet lid, put down the toilet lid, or, hey, you left your car running outside. Yeah, but you left your wig on the seat, when you're tired. I know it's humorous, but you have to think for a minute, and I'm trying to come up with examples, but a narcissist is a narcissist. It is in the nature of the narcissist that if you keep playing with the narcissist, you're going to get bit. And the crazy thing about a person that has been re-bit by a narcissist, they come back around other people and they try to be normal, and they're not normal. Everybody can see that you've been bitten. Everybody can hear it in your voice, because even your conversations begin to change. You sound strange to a group of people that have known you. They know, and most of them that have been in this community know when you've been bit by the narcissist. They know. Narcissists never change their stripes, ever, never.